Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been months since I did the last video, so I thought I could do an all-round update on all of my projects that I did so far. And the good thing about the long waiting time is that I have a lot to show you today. I hope the next update won't be waiting so long. I had to sort some things out. And sadly I had to pause YouTube for a few months, but I'm back now, and I have filmed some videos about opening and starting projects. So for some projects that you see here, there will be videos, hopefully videos coming how I started them. So the order in which they are coming now is maybe not correct, but I just want to show you what I'm doing. And now finally, let's go! The first work in progress I want to show you is the Gecko Rouge Gamer Nouveau. I'm sure everyone has seen it by now. I'm seeing so many progress pictures, so many people started along with me or a little bit before me. But I had to wait so many months to finance it and pay into the club membership so I could afford it in the end. Yeah, in case you don't know, this is it. I love this a lot because I'm a gamer girl, and also I like that it's so many different colors, and usually I'm not into very colorful images, but they're of course much more fun to stitch, so I was really happy about this. And I've probably said this before, I want to stitch almost all of the Medusa doll maker images. Yeah, now what's really nice about this, I show you right now what I've stitched so far, and this is my central piece that I'm working on right now. These are all the flosses, and while it's really nice working with this kind of paper cards, I'm really scared that it will probably take me like 6 years, no, not 6 years, maybe 4 years to finish it. So I'm having this out every time I'm stitching, and I'm scared that the threads will wear off and get fuzzy and frizzy and not be as nice as they are now. But it's really great just to have these cards, and when you look for a color you just go through them. And there's a trick when you, I will show that to you in my unboxing video, but there's a trick where you cut the threads and braid them. And so when you need a thread, you take your needle and pick a thread and loosen this up a bit, pull a thread and just pull it out, and you can pull single threads this way, and it's so fast. So right now I'm really thinking about a way to store them better, not needing more space because I'm stitching on the sofa and I don't have a side table. So this is pretty perfect, but it's not good to the threads being exposed to dust and everything. So I'm thinking about a solution for that. I also don't like boxes, like the big boxes. I don't want to bobbinate them. Maybe I will do them in plastic, little plastic bags again. I'm not sure yet. We'll see, we'll see. But now I have started it in... When did I start it? I have to get my phone, give me a second. So I'm using the timesheet app to track all my progress. So I'm not I'm not counting stitches for every project, but I'm tracking the time. Just average. Sometimes I forget to track half an hour, and then when I think of it, I will just write it in afterwards, which is not a problem. But I really like to see how many hours I put into a project, just for fun, basically. Okay, here we are. So on Gamer, I am on 87 hours in. And let me see, when did I start? I started it on Thursday, the 18th of April. So that's really nice about this app. It tracks every time you push record the time. It always saves a log of that. So you really see when did I stitch the last time, how long did I stitch. You can let them print statistics. So how much did I stitch this month? There's like statistics on here of how much I stitched. Okay, so this is how far I've come. Basically, I think I didn't stitch the months through. Essentially, it was like, I'm tracking the weeks too, give me a second. I think it was like 5 weeks that I stitched. And when I stitched, I always stitched a whole week through, so Monday to Sunday. And I always track not only the time, but in this case also how many stitches I do in a week, just to keep me motivated, just to have a comparison of what I can do in a week. And I like to calculate when I will be finished based upon what I can stitch in a week and how many weeks in the year I will probably stitch on this. So that's why I always tell you I think it will be around 3 to 4 years, depending on how much I'm stitching on this. Now let me see. Yeah, so it's basically 6 full weeks of stitching on this. And I was too lazy to do the color block up here. And so to avoid column lines, I did a zigzag a little. I just left out one stitch, and I will fill this in later when I'm tired of confetti. So when I started here, I thought, oh, I will be so tired of confetti. But actually, I really love confetti stitching because I really do parking a lot. I do one color at a time for a 20 by 10 block, so I will show you below a little bit better. Now these are some colors I parked for the next row, and some waist knots. So the craziest thing so far was this piranha plant. It was like every single, especially around here and around here, every single stitch was another color. So I had one color in each whole part, and it just did one stitch. So then this is also pretty crazy around here. Also in the lighter areas there's so much confetti. And here there was the first real color block of solid color other than the blue-gray. And what's also lots of fun in this piece is that you can, so this is a 35 wide column. So there's a half a column on here on the pattern, and then there's 2 10-piece blocks. And because there's only the block of gray color, I did it so far, and on the next page I will do only a 20 wide column to work on. This is a beginning of the Sonic the Hedgehog image. And as I saw on the pattern, now I will always have for the rest of the column, so this is the hedgehog. For the rest of the column I will only stitch green and the white flowers until I come to the next column. So I realized that I really need the color changes to keep me going, and what also motivates a lot is that these there are so many small motifs here that are being finished as you go, so you always have the feeling of, oh, tonight or tomorrow or this week I want to finish the perennial plant, and the next week I want to finish the white flower. So you always have these points where you can work towards, which is really great. This is so helpful to keep me motivated to do it. And also the parking, this is the first piece that I'm really parking. I have a head going, but I'm only in the background, so there's basically like 3 colors. So I couldn't really practice parking there. So this is the first piece for me where I really did parking, and I have to say I really like it and I really need it for this, because if I did cross country, filling in all these little single stitches, I would go crazy, starting, stopping, all, like, I see so many people on Flosstube that are doing cross country or always start with the color that is the most in a picture, and then you have, when you're almost done, you have to fill in these single stitches and it's not ending. I couldn't do it, I really couldn't. So here you have the pain of starting and stopping all the time spread throughout the work. So you have starting and stopping, and then you can stitch a little and starting and stopping, and you don't have to backtrack what you're missing, where are stitches missed. You don't have to look really close to search for the little stitches that are left to do. So I really like it. Now I can tell you just quickly what I'm doing. I'm always I'm always working on a 10 block. So this is marked, the red markings are 20. So this is 10 stitches around below to here. So I pick a color that is the first on the right, and because it doesn't interfere so much with the parked threads, and I pick the color and I work everywhere it is here in these 2 rows, and then I park it when I'm on the lower edge here. So that's why there are so many threads on here. I will have to start some, fill things in, fill this blue area in, and then park it around here, and in the next day or evening or week I will start again with the first color here, put it in everywhere it is, park it down here, go with the next color, stitch it everywhere, put it down here. And I think this is much faster than if I did only 1 stitch in the row, or the stitches in the row, going row by row. It's very slow. So this is much faster if you do a section and then only park it. I hope you could understand what I try to say. So when I started it, I really only did row by row. And it was so slow. Okay, so what I'm also doing to count my stitches. So I tried, but I really don't like to really count stitches. I don't like to count what I did in a day. I would never do any of those challenges. I have so much motivation to finish my pieces that I really don't need any external motivation to do so. And I have days where I'm feeling really down and I really don't want to have even the slightest bit of pressure to finish something or to stitch something when I'm not in the mood. And I think I would lose the fun in stitching completely if I had to do challenges that I think it would make stitching feel like a chore. So I'm not doing that, but I really like to challenge myself a bit, and I really like to count and calculate. So what I'm doing is, I can show you a little piece of the pattern. Now let's take out my red face here. So I put down the week of the year and the year, and at the end, for every week, I take a different color, or it just has to be another color than the week before. So I always start marking another color, and then when I'm done at the end, I will count. And what's easy is, I can show you a little bit here. What's easy is, I know one row is 35, this is 10. So this is 350, 700, you know, and so I can count these much faster, and I'm not counting every stitch, I'm just thinking, okay, this could be almost a block, I'm missing some stitches here, so I stitched some more there, and I just estimate how many stitches I did, and then I write them down per how much I did in this week, how much I've done so far, and when I'm in the mood I calculate how long it will take me at this pace. Okay, I've already talked so much about this. I'm sorry. Okay, next one. It will be a very long video, you probably already saw that. I'm just telling myself, I know it's gonna be a long video. So that's my other hate. I'm just showing you for completion's sake. This is only background, so I'm not doing any parking here yet. I have only one color of dark brown and one color of light blue to fill in, so I'm only stitching columns of the main color dark blue, and then I'm filling it in, and I'm doing columns of 20 stitches wide, and on top I already started to do rows, so I think as long as there's background I will do rows. I will just go here. But I really didn't stitch on it because the Gecko Rouge is so much fun. So this is on hold. Okay, now the Gecko Rouge is my main piece. My second center stitching, main stitching piece, what I'm stitching on, is Midna, and look at her. I think I started her in April, and this is 100 by 100 stitches, and it's a computer generated with picture without any editing. I downloaded it for free from a cross-stitching or gaming forum. This is a character called Midna from the Zelda game Twilight Princess. Yeah, and I will never do this again. This is on for, oh, I forgot to tell you, Gamer is on 25 count 1/1. Okay, so this is on 14 count 2/1 on Ada. And yeah, I started cross country. I didn't have all the colors, so I had to fill in a lot. As you can see, I still have to fill in a lot. And probably if I did the parking method on her, I wouldn't be so frustrated with her. But as I did cross country, and there's like almost only confetti, so this is some area that's one color and the background is one color, but as soon as you get here into the details, and the colors so often are very, very similar, and there you can see that nobody really edited this image or the pattern. It's so much confetti, you can't even believe it. Even this looks like a solid block, but it's not. It's like 10 different types of gray and you won't even see it in the end. So it took so long. I think this has taken me longer than the progress I did on Gamer. And Gamer are like 3.5 pages, full pages, I think, when I converted. And this should be 2. So it's really hard to work on her, and I like how she looks, but I think it could be even better but I don't know. It's just medium fun to stitch on her, so I don't stitch on her a lot at a time. I will always put her out and do a couple of stitches, do like 1 or 2 hours, and I really hope I can finish her soon, but I think I can finish this part today and then I only have this left, so I hope in August I can finish her finally, and I have 1 WIP left. Oh, I'm so red, it's so hot, it's like, I don't know, 35 degrees Celsius today, and I can't open the windows because it's even hotter outside. So yeah. Okay, so the third piece that I'm working on a lot is Murky Manor, because I really want to get some finishes, because I also have some new starts that I really want to start, and I don't want to have so many WIPs, and I know it will stress me out if it gets too much. And yeah, and I really want to get things done and not knowing that they lie around another 10 years as some of these do, like this one. So this is how it will look when it's finished. Maybe you remember, this is the stitching I did like more than 10 years ago, and it's really not very good. You might not see it from far away, but up close it's very bad tension. So I have to rip this all out, this on top. So I thought I don't want to rip it all at once. That would be such a task. So I start at the bottom again. Now the last time you saw this, I had this finished, I think until here, or this. So recently I added the ghost, which glows in the dark, and I think I finished this post and the tree, and there's a lot of backstitch on this tree. Now let me get this out of here. That's what I'm working on right now. But backstitch is not that bad in this piece, because you basically just stitch around the corners, and as you go you really see that it looks so much better with this outlining. And then there's the spiderweb. I have already done the beading on here. These are 2 beads, and let me see if I can zoom in on here. Yes. These are 2 dark red beads. They're not called for. On the pattern it says to do 2 crosses with a krennic, and I did the legs also with the krennic, but I did 2 dark red beads as the spider's body. And this is also 1 strand of white DMC and 1 strand of krennic. Now you saw the sweat on my face and my hair is falling apart. I'm such a mess. But this is summer. We wanted it that way. We wanted the dark winter to stop. Yeah, so that's my update on that. I'm very proud of it. I worked a lot on it, and now here, oh, what's interesting is this is the stitching on the house. So I will soon start the house, and I already ripped some of the stitches that were already there out. Great. Oh, okay. One thing I wanted to tell you. Oh, the camera's going out any minute. Now I have done I've tried out a new type of storage system for my project. These are all the flosses for the Murky Manor that I just showed you. I sorted them by colors that are close together on the pattern, because on the pattern there's like every area has like 3 shades of a color to do the shading. So I do the 3 or 4 shades that are together behind each other right here. So I put everything in bags. I printed out the DMC number, like I copied the floss list from the pattern, then I printed it onto sticker paper. What you also can do is just print it out on regular paper and put a transparent piece of tape onto it. And yeah, I also have my special dyed floss for the moon, which I'm very excited about. I will show you that. And my cranics are here too, the purple and the black. And it's working very well with the system. And what I also did is I'm also sorting it in for the different areas. So I don't have to have that bundle hanging. What I did was, these are the bags that I use, that I ordered off eBay. They're just regular zip bags. They cost like 4,000, maybe like $5, I don't know. And I punched a hole in them and it holds up very well, just with a regular puncher for paper. And then I took a safety pin needle, I don't know what you call it, safety pin, and opened it and put those bags on it. And then I have this piece is from cables. That's the plastic covered wire that holds cables together. So I put those 3 safety pins just on here, and I put this on my Lowry stand, and then I have my flosses hanging directly on my Lowry stand, and this is just awesome. And I'm really thinking about doing something like this for the Gecko Rouge, but I don't know. I mean, I think the most time consuming is unwinding a bobbin, pulling out the thread, the strand, and then winding it again on the bobbin. So that's my least favorite method. So I think this is the second slowest method, or second fastest from 3. You have to open the bag, you have to get the thread out, but you don't have to unwind it. So you just pull it out, and you have the single leftover strands from before also in here. You don't always have to cut the strands, you can pre-cut them if you want, and put them in here. So you just open the bag and pull something out. I think that's pretty good. Now the Gecko Rouge method on these cards is pretty amazing. You have all the colors, you see them all at once, you don't have to open anything, you just flip through the cards, where's my color, put a needle, pull it out, done. but I'm so scared that it will be full of dust. I will have to think about it. Okay, next thing is something I've always kept secret, and I won't show you how it looks in the end, but I show you my work in progress and my new storage box. So I was in town the other day and I found this beautiful paper box. It's from a dollar-like store, but it's so sweet and it's perfect for my cross stitching. So this is how I keep my flosses in here. This is the work. And these are the flosses, and they have stickers on them with the label. So here are lots of half stitch colors. So I have, this is the full cross symbol on the pattern, this is the half cross symbol on the pattern, and there's an HC for half cross, so I know what I have to do. Yeah, and these are my... So in front I have the floss, and in the back I have the strands that are already used. So the single pieces. Yeah, and if I look for a color, I can go through here. It's awesome. Maybe I will do this for my Gekouche. I don't know. I just bought this box and I'm really sad because I wasn't sure if it was big enough. It is, and it's perfect, so I have to go back and hope there are more. But I'm not going to town so much. But yeah. And what I did is I took some thin cardboard and placed it in here. I will glue some nice paper on it probably. And I have here, I will put my scissors, and I have some special floss in here because I converted her hair. I will show you right in a second. And I have a handmade floss card for all the mixed colors. As soon as I need them, I just put one mix of colors on it once it's in the pattern, and when I have some leftovers from stitching, I will put it on here for the next time, so I don't have to sort the lengths back, if that makes any sense. Now I can give you the measurements, but the width of my bags, I mean, I don't know if you can, if it helps you or not, because I'm using these special kind of bags. They're 7 centimeters by 11 centimeters. So I have an inch here. I just realized I don't even know how to read the inch measurements. Like, what is an eighth? How do I know that? Do I count it? What is it? I mean, I can see the quarters. Okay, so this is two and a... How do you do this? I don't know. You have to see for yourself how much this is. If you can see it. Like 2 and a little more than a half inch, and I don't know, 4.5 inch, or I don't know. I never thought about it really because I never use inch. I just convert what is given in patterns to centimeters sometimes, but I really never thought about all the quarterlies, inches stuff. And I just realized that. Okay, so the box is 20 centimeters by 14 centimeters, and it's like 7 3/4 inches and 5.5 inch. So that's that. That's my new box, and I really like it. And it's very high, so it's 10 no, 11.5 centimeters, which is 4.5 inches high, so the bags fit perfectly. It's amazing. It's amazing. So this is a Russian pattern from Etsy, and it's a gift, so I don't think the person watches my Flosstube, but who knows. This is the piece. I know it looks ugly because it has still the hoop. I use a wooden hoop to stitch this because I just like the feeling of it. It's not the best tension, but I don't know. I like it. It's not bulky, and yeah, I like it. Just preference. So now, okay, I do this is 25 count. This Y-Guard pre-gridded fabric. I never know if it's easy guide or magic count, easy count or magic guide or whatever, you know what I mean. So this is 25 count, and I'm doing this in 10 stitch. So I did the little ghost in 10 stitch too, but that was the first time on such a low count, so it was difficult, but I wasn't sure if I really like it. Then I started this, and I like the coverage, even with the dark hair. So in the original image, see, she's a blonde girl, and I changed her hair color to this dark brown. And that's the beginning of her face, and she has like a little blue-purple blouse. And I love the colors so much. They're very vibrant. When you see the final image, it will look so pretty. And I'm still not sure if I'll really love the 10 stitch. Because, I mean, the stitching looks nice for me, but it's not perfect, and I think it takes a long time for me to put the threads besides each other, because I'm using 2 threads and 2 strands. And yeah, I don't know, I use railroading, but I feel like I'm wasting more time rearranging the threads, that everything is looking the right way, than I would if I just did with 1 strand a full cross, which I think is faster for me, because with 1 strand you don't have to worry about the, you know. But I will finish this, and I'm still thinking about, I'm really still not sure if I really want to start a big full coverage in 10 stitch. Okay, next thing is my chatelaine, and I'm not sure what I showed you last, but I couldn't continue on because I'm still missing some colors, because I wasn't able to order the correct colors, which was totally my fault. So I'm not a fan of filling in later when I'm missing stuff, because I'm always scared that I'm forgetting things. And I think the stitchers are neater when you put them right in and have at least one side open, if you know what I mean. I always feel like when I have stitches that I have to fill in, they don't look as pretty as if I stitched them otherwise. But anyways, this is how far I've come. This is the medieval town mandala, and it's 32 count, I think. Yes, it's 32 count, even with Murano. And these are stitched with étoile, which is not called for. It's the same color but without the glitter. And around there is petite treasure braid. And yeah, so nothing new there. I think, I don't know what I showed you last. I'm confused because it's so long. And then I made a new start, and I have something really exciting to show you in a few seconds, so it's worth the wait. Okay, so this might not interest everyone, but I started a beaded cross stitch. Yay! There will be a video about it, and I can tell you it's gorgeous and it's so much fun. Look at these beads. It's a Chinese kit and it looks amazing. The beads are so pretty. Yeah, really like that. So there will be another video about it, then just a quick update on my beaded kit, I don't know, beaded embroidery kit. And I did some of her hair, and I don't know why this is. I think I pulled on the wrong thread when putting it away. I will have to iron it. I think it will lay flat once I put every bead in. I try not to put too much tension in. And I think it looks really nice when beaded. I think this one looks too bright, but the beads are much prettier. And I love her, she's so cool. And yes, I cut the piece apart. I will go deeper into that topic, I think, later. But I just cut it. She has a cage with a bird in it, and I really didn't want to hang a very large piece on my wall, so I thought I would make them just separate. Okay, then I have still my large Zelda stained glass kit untouched. I won't touch it. I have the Dimensions Gold Angel, won't touch it, didn't touch it. Okay, so for me now is the most exciting part of this whole video. I was so excited when I received this stitch email because I won a giveaway. And it's really crazy because for years and years, even back in my childhood, I never was lucky in a giveaway, and I have to admit I rarely participated in one. But now last year I won a board card game on YouTube, and now is the second time I won something in a giveaway. So it's a pattern, and it's from someone who I admire a lot. And I will keep the envelope forever. I don't know if you can see. Michelle Garrett. Yes, I won a pattern in a giveaway by Michelle Bendy Stitchy, and I think she's such a great person, so I'm twice as happy to receive something from her. So I entered to win the Blue Flower Quilting Bee, and I really love the pattern, and it's something more simple, which I rarely stitch. Even if it's small, it's mostly full coverage, and I really want to try something like this. And even before she had this on giveaway, I saw this pattern and really liked it. Now, this is how it will look, but I want to do the colors more bright and more like pastel. I'm not sure yet, but I want it to look more modern because that's more my taste, and I want to try some pretty over-dyed fabric flosses. And I don't have the materials yet. I have some fabrics that I could use, but I'm not sure on the colors. I don't know, but I really can't wait to start. And if you're watching this, which you're probably not, but thank you, Michelle. You made me so happy with this. And I'm really excited to stitch this. So yeah, that's the first of my plans that I have. Now, just quickly, I have ordered from Chromatic Alchemy 2 fabrics for hand-dyed fabrics. It's a company in the UK. So for me, as I'm in Germany, it's good because the shipping from the US is very high. So I always have to look for UK-based companies or European companies, and Germany doesn't really have any fabric dyers. Okay, so I bought 2 fabrics and I want to start mirabilias. Yes, I want to start new things, and that's why I'm so busy finishing Midna and the Secret Girl that I can't show you yet. But I can show you the pictures right here. Okay, so the first I want to stitch is the new Mirabilia Cathedral Woods Goddess. And I love her so much. I'm really into wood forest themes, like a little towards Wiccan and like nature gods. Like I'm not spiritual really, I don't believe in any of it, but I really like the aesthetic of it. Yeah, so that's why Cathedral Woods Goddess really spoke to me, and it's a simple project and she will be my first Mirabilia. And I bought another piece in the same colorway. I will show you when it's here, but I have to wait around 6 weeks until it's here. And I also bought all the floss for it from Crafty Kitten UK. She offered to do a bundle for me, and it's really a really good price. So she does a custom bundle for me. I sent her the list because I want to switch out the Krennic to Petite Treasure braid. So I just sent her a list and she will order everything for me, and I will skip on the treasures as well. So she will order the beads for me without the treasures, because, you know, it's a little glass leaf and it's like €2.50 for a glass leaf, and it's nothing that I need right now, and I think it still looks very pretty even without the leaf. And I have very similar beads already at home that are needed in this kit, so yeah. That's that. Then I want to do Muka, and you will see her here. She is also this wooden tribal theme. So yeah, of course. I always thought that she would be my first Mirabilia, but now I really want to jump on the wagon and go with the new release. So I think around the start of September everything will be here. I have to be patient now. I want to start her so bad. If I could, I would start her right. I would have started her when she came out. Yeah, so that's for my plans. I'm really on the edge of starting a new Hade. I can show it to you. It's a little piece of a Amy Stewart design. Yeah, we'll see. You will see if I decide to start something else, but there won't be any starts before the Mirabilia for sure. No, I'm not sure, but you know how it is when I promise something to myself that I won't start anything. I will probably break all my rules anyways. Okay guys, I hope I didn't forget anything. I hope I will see you soon again. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your nice comments. I've received so many comments on Instagram. I'm there with the same name as here. Thanks so much. I've received so much support. I've talked to some people when I felt bad. I've talked on Instagram a little bit what was going on, so if you want to read about it, you can go there. And yeah, it means so much to me. This community is so nice. It's incredible. Thank you so much for being there and sticking around. And yeah, I will talk to you soon. Bye!